Hello, darlings, and welcome to our special edition of Pastor's Wives Tell All, where we three, Jessica,
Jenna, and Stephanie,
spill the tea on Thursdays. Grab some coffee or a pot of tea and listen in for all the tips and tricks and random facts you never knew you needed.
until now.
Hello, and welcome back to Pastor's Wives Tell All, where we spill the tea on Thursdays. Wow. Guys, we have a riveting spill the tea today. Are you ready? What is going on?
First of all, I'll just ignore that part. But you say riveting a lot when we refer to Spill the Tea episodes.
Yes.
I like
But it feels appropriate, doesn't it?
Sometimes.
So riveting.
Sometimes. But I think because Jenna knows she's going to be talking the most, she's having a hard time going, is my conversation going to be riveting?
I don't know. I just don't know if a lot of people would consider our Spill the Teas riveting.
You know?
Sometimes they might be.
They might be. It depends on the episode. Okay. But today we are going to be talking about money, and
Money.
And budgeting.
That's good.
So, Jenna, tell us a little bit. Like, this is going to be a lot of you talking today. Like, some new things that you and Ian are putting into place just for the new year. Of course, it's not, it's already March. But
yes, it is.
things
It'll
that you
be
have
April
started.
when these people hear it.
Yeah. So, things that you have started to put in place and how it's helped you.
Yes. Okay. So the beginning of this year, when it rolled around, we decided, you know what? We should probably act like adults now.
It is time. 2025 was adulting
It's
time.
been 40 years. We should should do that.
Truth be told, I still don't feel like an adult. Okay. We're pretty goofy. And sometimes I'm like, Lord, wow. Like, who is allowing me and Ian to be adults and have children and a house and a dog and a car? And like, it's just weird. I don't know, because I don't feel like I'm going to be 40 at the end of this year. Yep, I said it. Anywho, as Stephanie would say. So one of the things that we have never been really great at, and there are reasons for it, is budgeting. And the reasons that I'm speaking about, I've always been an entrepreneur. Ian has always, for the most part, majority of our marriage, been in contract roles. So for those of you who don't know what that is, you are responsible for taking the taxes out of your paycheck, and you are responsible for saving that and putting away for tax time.
Boo.
Yeah, So, and we've just never done a great job at that. Also, our income has never been super consistent, And so when you go to budget, it's probably the best thing to have a consistent income, because you can look at it and you can predict, okay, well, we probably shouldn't spend this much on this month or whatever it might be. But for us, it's been difficult. So we've given up a lot of times. Let me just put it that way. We've given up so many times. But this year, we felt very convicted that we needed to be better stewards of our money. And I really feel like that was like the top thing. Like when we went into this year, January went by and then February came and I was like, we have to do something different. Yeah. Like we just have to. So we sat down and had a conversation about it, and we don't really know what we're doing, if I'm being quite honest. But I have had a couple of people kind of show me how to budget. And long story short, we started using the Every Dollar app, which is Dave Ramsey's app for budgeting. And it's amazing. It is absolutely incredible. But then somebody told me about Rocket Money. And if you have not downloaded the Rocket Money app, and they're not paying me to say this, I'm, paying them $6 a month to help me.
Why are we saying this?
Because it really, truly is amazing. The thing that kind of sold me on it was I had signed up for it last year, and I continued to get emails throughout the first couple of months of the year just saying things from Rocket Money like, you have spent X amount of dollars over what you did at this point in the month last month. Yeah. Or you've got a large bill coming up. Are you prepared? Or you've got this subscription and this subscription. Are you aware that it's coming out twice a month? Like just things like that. And I was like, wait, how does it know? How does it know? Well, because I put in all of my information when I first got the app. And it was reminding me of all these things. And I mean, plain and simple, I mean, every dollar wasn't doing that. So I took a look at Rocket Money again because I was getting all these emails. And I was like, wow.
Wait, before you go on, I have a quick question. Seriously. You mentioned that you had put in all of your information.
Yes.
But clarify what you mean there.
You do have to put in your bank information so it can sync with your bank accounts. You can put in credit card information if you have a credit card that you need to pay off, which we do. And
so you don't have to figure out, these are all the subscriptions I have. Let me put them in.
It literally pulls in all of the information for you. And here's the kicker. If there are subscriptions that you have, you can actually unsubscribe from most of them from the app.
That's nice, right there.
Like you can click subscriptions and it'll show you everything that is a consistent transaction monthly. And like there were a couple that we didn't even know, like there's very, very small transactions, but we didn't even know what it was at first when we saw it. And then we were like, oh, that's what that is. Because, your bank statement names them really weird things. Yeah. And so, but Rocket Money was able to like show us what it was, and we were able to like get rid of them very quickly.
What about Apple stuff? Because how you have like tons of things that come through that just say Apple, and you're like, well, wait, what is this
Apple?
Does it tell you?
It doesn't tell you specifically the app, I don't think, but you can do that in your app settings or in on your phone. You can literally just
wondered
search
if it was that
subscriptions.
smart.
Yeah, but you can unsubscribe from those subscriptions right there in the app.
Hey friends, we will get right back to our episode, but we want to take a moment and thank our patrons. You guys keep our podcast going.
If you are not a patron and you would like to consider donating to our podcast ministry, we would be so grateful, and we might even do a happy dance.
When you become a patron, you get perks like being the first to hear about special info and retreats. You get bonus episodes, monthly devotionals, lock screens, and more.
Plus, we have added a new $1 tier for those who believe in us and what we're doing, just because you love us.
So head on over to our show notes and click on the Patreon link to learn more. Now let's get back to our episode. You're probably wondering, well, what does it cost, to have this Rocket Money app? Well, it's free to download it, but then it allows you to pay what you want to pay, depending on what your income is. And so I think the lowest is between $4 and $6 a month, depending on what your income is. And so
I feel like we would all be in that range.
Yeah. I literally, I did the trial for 2 weeks. And I was like, I'm going to cancel this, probably just because I don't want to add another payment to, But then I cannot even describe how awesome it is. The main thing that made me switch from EveryDollar to Rocket Money was because EveryDollar doesn't show you pending transactions in your bank account. So you don't know what your actual available balance is. But Rocket Money does. Ooh. So, and it syncs with your bank account like by the minute. It doesn't take like 24 to 48 hours for it to all sync.
Nice.
So it's totally worth it.
You sold me.
That was a riveting spill the tea.
It was.
It kind of did feel riveting.
Bring freedom.
Yeah.
To so many listeners.
Financial
Many
freedom.
of us don't make a lot of money.
Yeah.
I was reminded of this when I went to the doctor with my kids, and we have, the special government type, insurance. And it was only $3 for me to take my child to the doctor. I was like, well, they feel sorry for us. And then I started realizing I need to do something about us adults because we paying for insurance, and it's bad.
Yeah, that's another thing that Rocket Money does. Okay. Is at the bottom of your like dashboard, it'll say this bill seems kind of high. We know that it can be lower than this. And then it will show you options to where you can like bring your insurance down or whatever it may be, your phone bill, which ours is high because we share it with we're like on a family plan with Ian's brother and his whole family. So like, of course it's high. They send us money each month. Gotcha. So we were like, but you're smart, Rocket Money, for knowing that.
Yeah.
We're smart.
So smart.
So,
well, thank you, Jenna, for teaching us all the things that we need to know.
I love it.
Yeah. I mean, let us know. DM us. Let us know if you get out of financial freedom. If you get not out of financial freedom, that you find financial.
I'm sorry. You kept saying, let us know. And it sounds like, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
I actually thought that too. And I just let it pass by.
I couldn't let it pass by because now I want to sing.
Well, we love you guys. We hope you have a lovely day. And until next time.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, friends, if you have enjoyed this episode as much as we have, please help us spread the word on Facebook and Instagram.
If you didn't know yet, Instagram is where all the fun is at. From dance reels on Wednesdays to spiritual encouragement and laugh out loud posts in between, there is something for everyone.
And last but certainly not least, if you could take a moment right now to stop what you're doing and give us a rating and review, even subscribe to our podcast, this seriously helps other people find us who wouldn't be able to otherwise. Thank you so much for your love and support. We hope you'll tune in next week.